got stories that never go stale. With the champs, the underdogs, the dreamers too. He's walking and talking just for you. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Walking with Franco. And today's guest is none other than the Holylands Blonde Steaky. And you'll be glad to hear there isn't a bottle of Buckfast in sight, so he's a wee bit compass mentis this morning, so he should be able to answer all our questions. Steaky, thank you very much for coming out today.
No bother at all, Franco.
It is my pleasure, and we've actually come somewhere a wee bit different today. Franco's old stomping ground, the waterworks in North Belfast. And I'm perturbed and intrigued of how much it has changed in
all that time.
It's been about 25 years since I've walked around here.
You're not over 25, are you?
I'm 24.
Oh.
But I remember my granny telling me about it. It was in the pram, you know. But I'm just going to get into a few questions here, first and foremost, Sticky.
No bother.
If you could please sort of introduce yourself and tell the listeners a little bit about yourself and who exactly Sticky is.
Who's Sticky? Sticky is a bit of a drunk from the Holylands. Came up here on the 212 one day from Derry and never left. So he's been around for a while. Still always out for a bit of fun, and he just loves a bit of wrestling, a bit of crack.
And speaking of wrestling, what's your first memories of wrestling?
Well, mine's is No Way Out 2001.
Yes.
Is the pay-per-view. It was The Rock and Kurt Angle was the main event. I remember being a kid, my dad had tipped it. He bought the box office and had the tip of it.
Yes.
So he tipped the whole thing for me, and for some reason, that's the match I remember is The Rock and Kurt Angle, and I loved it. I went back and rewatched the pay-per-view, and for some reason don't remember Stone Cold and Triple H having their 3 stages of hell match from when I was a kid.
Oh.
But here, which is a cracker whenever you go back and rewatch it. But
you know, as you say there about your dad recording stuff, and there's a lot of kids out there now that won't even know what a VHS is. And Franco's of a vintage where we used to have a Betamax.
Oh, yeah, the Betamax.
Yeah, and whenever the WWE first came on the Sky, there was no pay-per-view payments.
Oh, was there not?
Everything, but it was on. They only played it live. It was very rarely a replay of it. And Franco Senior used to stay up and record it for little Franco. And I remember WrestleMania 9. He recorded WrestleMania 9 for me.
Oh, is that
Yokozuna and where Hogan came in.
Yeah, where Hogan came out and did the.
And I remember getting up early because I wanted to watch it before I went to school. You weren't allowed to stay up late.
No.
So you went to bed early.
And then
you got up early and you sort of fast forward in the matches. And remember Franco Senior saying to me, "You'll never believe he wins the world title." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Hulk Hogan's back." And I was like, "Don't be stupid, he's not even in the match. Shut up, I'm trying to watch it." And I hated him for that, just ruining the whole. I actually went to school in such bad form that day because Bret Hart had lost.
Oh, raging. No, I remember I had that. I would just bring my friends around and rewind. I'll have that tip rewind a million times, rewatching the way out, just to show them The Rock winning the title against Kurt Angle and being like, "Oh, how great this is."
I remember watching a thing one time on YouTube with Finn Balor. I know him as Prince Albert. Some people might know him as
I know Prince Albert,
Lord Tensei, I think he was. But
what's he called? A-Train.
A-Train as well, yeah. They were in Japan and Finn Balor was sitting there with Lego, and I was saying to him, I love Lego, and when I was a kid, I could just sit and play with Lego and watched the wrestling on tapes, and that was sort of my childhood too.
So was mine. Every night that my dad, because I couldn't stay up because it was always still on too late. My dad had all that many VHS tapes. He would burn the life out of them.
Yes.
Just recording.
And there was always my Franco Senior, my father's a big John Wayne fan.
Oh yes.
And he had every John Wayne film recorded.
That's my granddad. My granddad was a big John Wayne fan as well.
Franco Jr. made the mistake one day of recording over one of his favourite films in the wrestling, and it was like Stone Cold Steve Austin's glass shattering when he found out, like. But back to the question. So, growing up then, who were your favourite wrestlers?
Well, I loved The Rock. That was the one. Stone Cold, who taught me how to give the middle finger. So I was a young kid. I thought that was the greatest thing ever.
Especially giving it the authority
Oh
figures.
yes, exactly. It was the best thing going. Edge, Eddie Guerrero, and Rey Mysterio, and then the Undertaker. I was always a big Undertaker fan.
So why and how did you start training?
Well, whenever I moved up to Belfast originally, I was up about a year or two and found out about PWU.
Yes.
So I used to go watch their super shows, and then originally went to go train there. Now, whenever I was going to go, I had a bit of a nightmare time trying to do it. Got all signed up and all, and then wherever it was, had to get the train out to it, and then end up a sheep died on the train tracks, so it ended up falling apart, and then I never ended up going training the PW. But then randomly, I still followed them on Facebook, and then randomly it became Titanic Wrestling, and it was when Titanic Wrestling just started, and it was about 2 minutes away from where I was living, and I was like, I should go do this. This should be something I should go do. I spoke to my partner, and she said, it would be partner time, and she said it would be a good thing for me to go do. So I went and did it, and fell in love with it straight away. So I was in I think the very first Titanic beginners training group.
Here you are now.
Here I am now.
So, what were your first expectations and memories of that first training session?
I remember being sore. Going in there, I didn't know what to expect. I was just excited. I always wanted it. I loved wrestling the whole time I was a kid, growing up. Always loved wrestling, and I never thought I would ever do it.
Yep.
And then going to go do it, I went, this will be some crack here. But then I got in, and you do all the squats, and you do rolls, and you bump for the first time. I remember bumping for the first time and going, oh, that was mad. And then being shown how to do a flip bump, and then that was the one where you go, how do you do this?
Yes.
What's happening? What do you mean I front flip and land? So all that there, but I remember doing that and feeling sore, but loved it and couldn't wait to go back and do it again.
Talking of flip bumps, the Dark Horse, who's one of the main trainers at Titanic, always says to me when I flip bump, when you're bumping, you're twisted, but you land flat. And I'm like, I'm just happy I'm getting over. I'm just happy I'm not landing on my neck.
Oh, aye.
But speaking of trainers, so who was your first trainer then?
My first trainer was JDP.
Yeah.
So he was the beginner trainer, and then it used to be a Sunday and a Thursday I would train with JDP, and a Tuesday night I would do a Rocky session.
Yeah.
So that was my first two trainers with JDP and Rocky.
And what was the hardest thing for you to learn or to pick up?
Being I still struggle with it today, is being loud in the ring.
Yeah.
See, being able to be talkative and stuff. I think it's the hardest thing is just to be personal. Having your personality show when you're in the ring can be the hardest thing to do, because learning all the moves and stuff, they come with time.
Yeah.
You'll pick them up repetition wise, but see, being the person that you want to be in the ring, that's the hardest thing, I think.
Yeah. Definitely. So whenever you started out on your journey and the training, did you have any expectations?
No. My first expectation was see if I can get any of these moves correct. I'll be flying. That was all it was. It was not to be sore after wrestling, and just to have a bit of crack, because that was the main thing. Was you learn so much, picking so much stuff that it's easy to get lost in the whole thing. Where I think it's just more fun just to enjoy it.
You know, so we were both at a training session last night with Tucker, and I said in the car, I am sore this morning.
Oh,
and Mrs. Franco's always telling me, you're too old for this. You're too old for this. And I have to get up out of bed in the morning and pretend I'm fine.
Oh.
And I struggle to the bathroom, get in, close the door, and just mentally and physically break down. And I'm looking for the deep heat and the deep freeze.
Just anything to bring you back.
And I'm mixing them together to try and stop the pain.
Yeah.
But it's it's one of the joys of wrestling. And if you don't feel sore, you feel like you've done something wrong or you've cheating a wee bit. You know,
you feel like you haven't had a set. You sometimes come out of it and you go, I don't feel like I've done anything.
Yeah.
That's why you could have done loads, but
yep.
you almost want to come out of the session being sore.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like an actual.
It's like when you go to the gym. There's sometimes you go to the gym and you've done an arm day and the arms aren't sore and you feel like, did I even lift anything?
Did I even lift anything? I didn't lift enough. That's what
Yes,
it is. You
yeah.
always feel like you could have done more.
Yeah. So, what's the best bit of advice that you could give to someone who's looking to become a pro wrestler or wants to start training?
Just do it. That's the best bit of advice. If you want to become a wrestler, if you want to go do it, if you want to even give it a try, the best thing to do is just go do it and try it, give it a go. Worst thing that can happen is it's just not for you. But then there's other things that you can do in wrestling, so you don't have to be a wrestler.
That's it. It's 100%. My youngest boy isn't the biggest fan of wrestling. He knows the likes of John Cena and CM Punk, but that's only because he's been in the bedroom with Jack when Jack's watching something, and he came downstairs the other day into the garage when I was taking a few pictures for Jackal's Wrestlers.
Yes.
And who's that? Who's this one here? And who's that there? And can I take some of these upstairs with me? And I was like, yeah, go ahead. And I was watching Backlash 2000 last night, and he came down into the living room, and I sat and he watched, and then he stood up, and he started mimicking the referee. I was like, what are you doing? He says, like, I think I want to be a referee, Daddy. I was like,
there you go.
Buddy, there's so many parts and so many things you can do. But it's one of the things about the wrestling is, and I've spoken this about other guests, is there's so much to do and there's so many different jobs.
Oh, there's so many jobs.
And, you know, being part of Titanic Wrestling is fantastic.
Oh, aye.
Wrestling's a bonus.
Yeah.
Getting on shows is a bonus. But being part of that, suppose you could call it family or community.
We tight-knit community.
Yeah, it's so special.
Oh, it's the best thing.
Yeah. So, what's the best bit of advice that you have been given in regards to your wrestling and training, and who gave it to you?
Pretty sure it was JDP, and it was not think as much.
Yeah.
Because that was one thing that overthinking everything under the sun, especially with being me.
Yes.
I don't need to think as much as the average person. So
I have had that as well. You know, I went to the big man and said, you know, how do you remember everything? And he was like, just don't plan as much.
Yep. Aye.
And I was like, what? He says, well, if you don't plan as much, you don't have as much to remember.
That's the best way. That's the way I plan my matches. Is
yeah.
If I'm having anything, I have some stuff that I want to do, and then the rest of it we can work it out when we're there. Because there's no point, and then there's no point stressing about it because, again, only we know what we're doing.
That's it. Now, speaking of matches, you've had some pretty great matches in the past, and one match that springs to my mind was a coffin match with Justy.
Yeah.
But what's been your favourite match that you've had so far?
Well, to be fair, that match with Justy is up there with one of my favourites that I've ever had. I was just one of those ones where you just got in there and had it against an Irish legend, I would say he is, and like literally somebody that I looked up to whenever I started in Titanic. He was the first seminar I'd done, and I always wanted to wrestle him because he was just so funny.
Yes.
And I was just one of those ones I wanted to see what I could take from him. But then I also had a match against Stephen Carvell in Derry in Pilot's Row for the Titanic title.
Really?
Yeah, it was a while back. That was a fun match. I really enjoyed that. That was something that put me in a different zone than I've ever had to be in when I wrestled. I also wrestled Tucker in Pilot's Row as well too.
Yeah.
And again, that was another one where I've been very lucky with the people that I've got to wrestle, and and then when I was in the tag team as well too, me and Jordy were the Buckfast Battalion.
Yes.
And we wrestled the Freshness, and I feel like that was one of the best tag matches I think I've ever been a part of. So again, I've been very lucky. I've been very blessed with the matches that I have had, and hopefully they've come off well. You know, that sort of way.
Yeah. Is there anyone on the current roster or training at the minute that you've seen and you think to yourself, I could have a good match with him, or I could have a good match with her?
Obviously, besides yourself.
Besides myself, yeah.
Obviously, you know.
You need to get Jordy again because I'm tag team
You're a
wrestling.
tag team wrestler. Me and Jordy team back up again. No, I don't know. It's hard to say. There's so many talented people in Titanic, and to be fair, I've wrestled quite a few of them. I've never wrestled the stars,
Yeah,
so even if I had to wrestle them singly, I've wrestled Eddie Stone in tag matches
yes.
and like in battle royals, but I've never had a one-on-one match with Eddie Stone. So he could be somebody. I think me and him could have a good match.
Eddie Stone is one guy who, I've said this before, when you hit him,
Yeah.
the whole world hears it.
Oh,
His chest is just like a drum.
yeah.
And it echoes and vibrates, and you can hit him with a European uppercut, and you think, wow, I'm great at these, and then you do it to someone else. That's good.
That's always the way.
Yeah.
No, it's hard to say because again, the way you said about wrestling being the bonus thing, I'd wrestle anybody.
Yeah.
Do you know that sort of way? And I feel like I hope in my own skills that I can have a good match with whoever I'm put on along with.
Yeah. So, if Titanic management came to you tomorrow and said to you, we're going to bring somebody in for you to wrestle, and you can pick anybody you like, who does Sticky pick to go up against? Dream match, money's no object. Tony's got deep pockets, you know.
R-Truth.
R-Truth? Wow.
Yeah.
That would be a sellout.
Yeah, R-Truth.
Knowing him, he'd go to Titanic, Georgia or something, you know?
Titanic, Georgia, get lost. But
yeah.
No, like R-Truth. I see R-Truth, somebody that just has fun.
He is. I mean,
he's uber talented.
There was a backlash whenever they let him go.
Oh yes.
And the likes of getting into the rumble and standing outside waiting on the Miz to tag him in, and you know,
coming in with that ladder and
and getting into the girls' rumbles and stuff, and
just the things that he does, and he does it with so much conviction and so much fun.
And calling Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano DX and stuff, you know, getting in with. It
was also about like. Santino Marella was another one that I would have again somebody that you just could go in and just have a match with. It would be as much fun as possible.
So, whenever it comes to show days, do you have any rituals or superstitions?
Make sure I show up on time. That's about the height of it. No. On a show day, no, my rituals is make sure my bag's packed. That's the main one because make sure I have my buck fast. I'm lost without that.
Yeah.
And then make sure that I'm there and ready. Most of the time I'm not. I'm there physically. I'm not there mentally until later on in the day.
Till the bell rings.
Till the bell rings. Sometimes not even then.
Yeah. So, the Sticky character, where did that come from?
So originally, Steaky was part of a tag team at the very start called Mystery Disco.
Right.
With another fella called, he doesn't wrestle anymore. But yeah, it started that way. We came up with a tag team, made our debut against the Nightmare Edition. So JDP and Tron.
Yep.
That was in February of 2020. Thought this was going to be the start of having a great wee run as a tag team. This is going to be the best thing going. Then COVID happened. So then... that sort of put a squash on all that, and then during COVID, the fella that I was in the team with, he left wrestling, so I had to come up with something myself. And one day I was bored and decided I was going to dye my hair blonde. Literally just as you got lockdown boredom.
Yep.
Dye my hair blonde. Made a joke to JDP that I was now the Holylands Blonde Steaky, and then it was born.
Sometimes it just takes something silly,
and
it happens. So you talked about going to a Justice seminar.
Yes.
I'd like to ask the guests about their favourite seminars, and was there any seminar that they went to where they picked something up that just clicked for them?
I used to struggle with rules a lot, like shoulder rules especially. Until I went to LJ Cleary seminar.
Yes.
And then the way he described it, and it just from there just clicked.
Yeah.
But then the best seminar I've probably been to is probably Rich Swan's.
That was recently. Yes.
Happened. That was
Yep.
probably one of the best seminars
He was so funny.
Oh, he was hilarious.
He was so funny.
See the things he taught you, but then just himself, and just seeing how he is, just gives you that whole new lease of how you should be when you're in wrestling. Because he just had the most fun, and it was just the best thing about it.
So it wasn't that long ago, and we talked about you tagging Majority.
Yes.
And you were both big babyface tag team.
Yes.
If you had to tag with someone else other than Jordy, who would you pick out of the Titanic roster?
I mean, I've tagged with a good few people. I've been in a lot of tag matches.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed me and JDP teamed up against the Dark Horse and
pretty big deal.
And I feel like that was a really good match, and I wouldn't mind teaming up with JDP and DJ, even having a team of the bad guys.
Been there.
But I don't know. I'd team up with anybody. Anybody needs a tag team partner, they come to Steaky. He's free at anything.
Miller Moo, the milk to drink when feeling blue. Miller Moo, 4 flavors, which one's for you? Strawberry, banana, chocolate, cookies and cream. Miller Moo, we love you.
So we're coming to the next part of the show now, Sticky, which is my favourite part. It's called Franco's Heat Sheet, and it's designed to get you a little bit of heat with friends, family, and other members of Titanic Wrestling. And obviously anything that makes you look bad makes me look good. It is a bonus for Franco.
Oh, well, we may as well.
So first question in the heat sheet is, did you ever break anything and hate it?
In life?
In life?
Oh, yeah, loads.
Yeah.
As a kid, I had broke everything and tried to hate it.
Yeah.
I would get caught every single time.
What's your favourite animal?
A dog.
Who do you text the most?
My partner.
Did you make your bed this morning?
No. Definitely did not.
What was your favourite subject at school?
You'll be surprised, but maths.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do the sums in my house. Mrs. Franco does the spelling.
Oh, I was terrible at the spelling.
Franco is rotten at spelling.
Oh,
I used to hate reading as a child, but now as I've got older, I love sitting down for... Even when I go to bed, I can read 4 or 5 pages of a book before I go to bed. I go to bed happy.
See, reading never bothered me. But see, actually, the whole English thing, used to throw me off altogether.
Did you ever skip school?
Yes.
Did you ever get caught skipping school?
No, actually. But I nearly got caught once, but I was about the height of it.
Name a 4-letter word beginning with W.
4-letter word beginning with W. Wild.
Where's your favourite place to shop?
My favourite place to shop? Lidl. It's where I go do most of my shopping, so I may as well say Lidl.
What was the last thing you bought online?
Oh, what was the last thing I bought online? Oh, a kid's Halloween costume from a wee boy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you buy him?
A Deadpool costume.
Oh, awesome. I love going to the kids' school. The only time I like going to the kids' school is Halloween. To see all the costumes.
Well, that is the only fun thing.
And Mrs. Franco takes it dead serious. It's like a competition to her. The kids have to be the very best. I mean, we have the one wee man left now, and she's been planning it for months.
She's ready well and prepared.
Oh, well ahead.
No, my wee lad's birthday is Halloween. He's born on Halloween.
Oh.
So he has about 17 outfits just so he can go as many changes as he needs.
Brilliant. What's your favourite music?
I don't have a favourite music.
Yeah.
I will listen to anything, pretty much anything, and see how I get on. Like my playlist could go just randomly from rock and heavy metal to rap, to country, to folk music, to whatever. So whatever tickles my fancy. Dance, drum and bass, whatever mood I'm in.
Now, again, I've said I'm from a certain vintage, and I grew up with Cool FM, so Cool FM's always on the car.
Aye.
And when Mrs. Franco gets into the car, if she doesn't like a song, she'll change the radio. She'll change the station, and she'll change it again. And I'm like, just leave it on the one station.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like that song. Well, it's going to be over in a minute. You know,
It's only going to last
yeah,
a wee while.
you know, it's not like you have to sit and watch it. You know,
Yeah. No,
just leave and whenever she drives my car, she likes to listen to talk radio and and I just like a bit of music, chill.
Yep.
You know, uh, you don't drive, so you don't.
No, not legally anyway.
If you could own a car, any car in the world, what car would you pick?
A 1968 Mustang.
Oh man, Franco's not really a car person, but if he could have a Mustang, he would have a Mustang.
Oh yeah, it has to be an old vintage Mustang.
Yeah,
modern ones.
I like the new ones too.
Yeah.
And one of Franco Senior's friend's sons got married, and his wedding present from his father was a Mustang. But he brought it down to my father's house. My father rang me. He says, "Come here, I've got something for you." And I says, "What?" He says, "Here, I went and take that for a spin." Barney brought that down for you to take for a drive.
Oh, class.
That was one of, don't tell Mrs. Franco I said this, but that was one of the best days of my life. Favorite Disney character?
Favorite Disney character? Hard to say, but probably I'm a big fan of the Hercules film, so I'll go Hercules.
The one with the rock on it?
No,
Or the cartoon one?
Cartoon one.
Yeah.
From the 90s. That was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid, so always loved that. Plus, he was big and gangly, and he was big and gangly when he was younger, and I was big and gangly, so I always hoped that I would grow into the muscle one. Never happened.
We can still live and dream, can't we?
Oh,
So, what never fails to make you laugh?
see good conversation. See, just when you're having the banter with everybody and anybody and everybody.
Yep.
That's the thing. I'll always have a good laugh with somebody.
Yeah.
So I never that, and then people falling over is always a funny thing.
Oh, I love funny cat videos. I'm a big cat
Are you
person.
a big cat person?
I was never a very cat person when I was younger and lived with my parents and stuff. We always had dogs, and my mother hated cats, and Mrs. Franco is a cat person, and we moved into a house one time, and unbeknownst to us, it was infested with mice.
Oh, well, a cat would be the best thing for that.
And I woke up one morning, it was actually in the evening, and there was a mouse on my cheek. I did not sleep for about 3 weeks. And I got her cats were at our mum's. I was like, just get them cats down here.
Aye.
And she was like, we can put traps in it. All right. I says, the cats. And within about a week, the house was clear. And we now have 2 cats. And they're 2 real fussy cats. And we moved into a new house there recently, and there's an allotment out the back of us.
Yeah.
And I go to bed early because I'm up early, and I often wake up with a couple of text messages from Mrs. Franco. And this morning it was, "Do you let the cats in before you go to work?" Because I let them out.
Right.
And I could see the 2 of them out the patio door, and I opened the door and went and turned the kettle on and turned around, and there's the wee cat standing with a mouse in its mouth. And she just dropped it, and the thing runs straight at me.
Oh, jeez.
And I apologise to anybody listening, but all Franco could do was step on it.
Oh, gee.
Because
You didn't know what to do.
the kickboards and stuff were off the kitchen because we were
Right.
getting a bit of work done to the kitchen. And I thought, if this thing gets in somewhere,
You're never getting it out.
I'm never getting it out. And the wee cat just looked at me as if to say, "I was playing that. What are you doing?" And she just turned and walked out. And the worst thing about it was I had no socks or shoes on.
Oh, you stood in your bare feet?
Yeah, and I had to hop back up the stairs into the shower, and I was just standing with the shower head and my foot, nearly in tears. And then when I went back down, the wee mouse was still lying there. I had to lift it. Then I was like, "Oh."
You had a horror.
Yeah, and I was like, "Them cats are never getting in here again." And it was about 2 or 3 days later, I went down and I actually turned the light on first to see what they were doing, and the 2 of them were sitting at the back door, and both of them had a mouse in their mouth. And I was like, "There's no way you're getting in here."
Yep. You are staying outside.
Yeah, and now every morning when I go up, I have to go on mouse patrol because there's always, the last 4 or 5 days, there's been at least one dead mouse lying out the back. So we got a last subject there, but
We're right.
who's your best friend in Titanic?
I don't really know. I'm sort of friendly with everybody. I don't really have one particular person I'm very close with. I'd be good. be good friends with pretty much anybody that's
Yeah.
there. You know, that sort of way. At least that's why I try and be anyway, as friendly
Yes.
as possible.
Who's the most annoying person in Titanic wrestling?
Oh, Blake Richards, 100%.
100%.
100%. A man will never leave you alone.
Like-
Loves his favorite thing in the whole world to do, especially if you're in a pair of shorts or something. Is grab a hold of your hairs and your
Oh,
legs and yank at them.
he actually done it to me last night, and I was like, "Get off you!" I
Oh,
knew it was him. I didn't even have to turn around to see who it was.
As soon as it happens, that's who you know it is.
Yeah.
You know who it is. He could be running away, so giggling to himself.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know exactly who it was.
He's just about himself. Is there a close second in your eyes?
Probably Darn Sparrow.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yes, I know exactly what you mean. So, who's the funniest person in Titanic?
Bar yourself.
Bar Franco, of course.
Funniest person in Titanic. It's hard to say because everybody has their own different qualities
Yeah,
that you can't really. It's hard to pick one person that's particularly hilarious. I mean, I do enjoy KMK. He does make me laugh quite a lot
yes.
with the mad stuff that he does.
Dinner for 4.
Dinner for 4.
Who's your 4 guests going to be? It's obviously dinner for 5 because you'll be there.
4 people that
Anybody you want to come and you can pick their brains and have a chat and a beer with them,
one would be
or a buckfast.
big bottle of Buckfast this year.
Big bottle of buckfast and 5 straws.
Have the shot glasses out, just
Yeah.
shots of Buckfast for everybody. No, always would. Well, if we're talking about drinking, that would be the most fun. Would be Stone Cold, and when it comes to wrestling, because
Yep.
I think he'd be one person I'd love. I'm a big football fan,
Yes.
so I'm a big Liverpool fan, and I would love Jurgen Klopp.
Right.
So,
okay.
Just because man seems like he'd be as interesting as possible.
Yeah.
As you possibly get. Who else? Who else seems like there would be good crack? I mean, Archer's.
Yes.
You could just pick his brain.
Yep.
He would be tortured. He would want to be leaving the table. I would have him that tortured.
Aye. So you have one more to go then.
One more to go. You know what? Kenny Dalglish will go for.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny Dalglish, because again, just a big football fan and a big Liverpool fan, and King Kenny would probably be one of the best ones to get.
Hey, I could see them 4 guys getting on.
Aye.
That'd be great.
Bunch of down to earth people. Hopefully.
Yeah, 100%. So, I've always promised the listeners that there would be something funny on the shows. Can you tell us something funny that you've seen happening at a Titanic show?
Something funny I've seen happen at a Titanic show. Oh, now that I wouldn't even know. There's that. I don't even know if you're allowed to say half the stuff that could happen that would be funny at a Titanic show.
Hey, well, what about something funny you've seen in training?
Something funny I've seen in training. Oh,
Or something funny that's happened to Steaky?
it's happened to Steaky. Well, happens to Steaky as every any other day. This is not normal thing that happens to Steaky. Sounds stupid. But no, trying to think. Anything it's not funny. Again, you probably have just the stupid stuff that happens back, like out and about whenever we're getting ready for a show.
Yes.
All the stuff that happens. First, Stephen Carvell never has his trousers up because he used. Man gets pants more than anybody.
Well, that was, he done that to me once, and I told him, I said to him, "You'll be sorry you done that." And he is. Every chance I get.
He's paid for it now. Yeah. I'd say that's probably one of the funniest things because every single time it happens,
Yeah.
you never get a good laugh out of it.
He gets his just desserts. And it's, as I said earlier about Blake Richards pulling your hairs and your legs, he knows it's me now. He doesn't even have to turn around.
He doesn't have to look around. He just knows straight away.
I got him one time at Ards. He came in and I knew he had his shorts tied up, so he done a wee fake one and tugged on them, and he was like, "Oh, I've got them well tied." And there was a part later on in the day where we were setting up, I seen him and two other guys walking out the door, and I nipped in front of the two other guys, and the shorts came right down around his ankles, and he bent over, and I just heard one, F you, Franco! And as he leant over, he got a big smack on the backside, and I was like, and there was about 10 of the girl wrestlers were standing outside. They were all wetting themselves.
See, it's one of the funniest things. It's per Stephen Carville.
Yeah.
You can always rely on it every single show. Per Stephen Carville will get his pants pulled down.
Cornflakes or Rice Krispies?
Rice Krispies.
You know, I had young Ricky Henry on the show not that long ago, and I asked him Cocoa Puffs or Sugar Puffs. And do you know what he said to me? What's Sugar Puffs?
What, you don't know what Sugar Puffs
He
are?
didn't know what Sugar Puffs were. And then when I mentioned the Honey Monster, he was like, oh, yeah, I know what they are. I don't even think they're called Sugar Puffs anymore.
They're probably not called Sugar Puffs anymore, but here.
So, I have just recently learned that your partner has started training.
Yes.
What was the thinking behind that?
She's always wanted to wrestle.
Yeah, so I know she comes to all the shows.
Yeah.
And I remember listening to, I can't remember if I was listening to a podcast or I was reading about someone on a podcast, and they had said, if you want to be a wrestler, marry another wrestler, because only they will understand the stuff that you go through.
To go through the wrestling?
Yeah, and not just that, they will understand what it takes.
Oh,
you know, and I have said to Mrs. Franco many a time, why don't you come and train? Why do I want to do that there for? I said, well, you might like it.
Oh,
you know, you don't know.
You catch a bug, I think
I've said that to so many guys so many times. I mean, I am sore this morning, but it's a good sore.
Aye.
It's an enjoyable sore. You know you've done something and you've earned that soreness.
You're looking forward to the soreness, and then you'll have the soreness when it comes to the show weekend. You'll be the happiest person going.
Yeah, I mean, show weekends, it's like being a wee kid again, and you know Christmas is coming.
And then the Monday morning, you feel like you've been hit with a...
Oh, but it's a nice, you know.
Oh,
but it was a nice bus that hit me.
It was. You wouldn't change it for the world.
No, you would not. So, what's next for Steaky then?
Whatever happens.
Whatever happens.
He's just there. He doesn't. I don't really think too far into the future, to be fair.
Yeah, just take it as it comes.
Take it as it comes. Hopefully more and more shows, and hopefully I can make more and more people happy when they come see us. But no, nothing major planned.
So, you have wrestled for Titanic.
Yep.
Have you wrestled for any other promotions?
I've wrestled on little spots. I've wrestled on FFPW's like trainee shows.
Yes.
I've wrestled on them twice. I wrestled for, it's now RCW. It used to be Phoenix
Wrestling.
I wrestled for them on one of their wee trainee shows that they had down in Limerick. I wrestled once for NXG.
Yes.
No, NIPW it's called now.
Yep.
Wrestled once for them as well. And then I did the gut check tryout for TNA.
Yes.
So I did.
How was that?
An experience.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah.
And what did that entail? Just for anybody that's listening that might want to do that in the future.
Well, you went and you were in your full gimmick, and
Yep.
you had your whole stick, and then we only had a couple of hours to do it, and there was about 100 people, so it was quite tight. So you did rolls, to get the rolls out of the way, and then you had to do some sequences just for, it was Scott D'Amore, Joe Hendry, Gail Kim, and Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
So you had to do it in front of all of them, show off who you were and what you could do.
Yeah.
And then Myla Grace is now a TNA wrestler. She
Yeah.
was there at it.
Yeah.
She got picked, her and Anita Vaughn.
Yeah.
Both got picked to have a match.
Right.
In front of them, so they got to show off their skills there as well. But no, it was an experience. There was about 100 odd people. You got some feedback and stuff from some legends in wrestling, which was good.
Yeah.
I made Gail Kim laugh, so I was happy enough with myself.
Yes.
But no, I would say it was an experience more than anything. It was something I was glad I'd done.
Yeah. Is there anywhere that you would like to wrestle?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
No, I mean literally just anywhere.
Yeah.
I would
Oh.
I have no preference.
Yeah.
Just anywhere I can go, I will go. I'm not really. I don't push myself enough as I should do.
Yes.
Put myself out there. But I'm hoping, hopefully, you never know, maybe get the wrestle for CPW for Ruby Davy.
Yeah.
Be at a stage, and then work my way around, and hopefully start travel.
And if the little woman makes it through her training, you can go together.
Oh, aye.
Get yourself a wee camper van and take the boys.
The boys will love that.
Yeah. Well, listen, Sticky, I just want to say thanks very much for coming out today. I really appreciate it. It's been a bit of an eye-opener for me, and it's been great to get to know Sticky a little bit better. And I always enjoy your matches. I always enjoy. One of the things that I don't like about wrestling is if you are wrestling, you're out the back and you can't get watching the show.
Oh yeah, it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing about being a wrestler is you don't get to see the wrestling.
And you're again. It's like a wee kid at Christmas. You're sitting waiting for them to drop the footage so that you can watch everybody's matches back and watch your own match back.
There's nothing worse than when you hear something as well too backstage about what's happening and you go, oh
yeah,
that's class.
Yeah,
and you don't get to see it, so it's one of those things.
Well, again, thanks very much for coming today. I really appreciate it. It has been great fun, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Thanks very much, Franco.
For all the guys and girls that are listening, stay tuned to all our socials. And Monday morning, maybe Monday afternoon if I'm working Monday, we will drop another guest. Until then, guys, please take care of each other and stay safe.
Step through the wrestling tale. Franco's got the stories that never go stale. With the champs, the underdogs, the dreamers too. He's walking and talking just for you. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the scars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the scars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a rain of gold. Oh, gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the scars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the stars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. From the streets of Rome to the locker room door, every walk's a match you can't ignore. Grapples and glory, the highs and the scars. Franco's footsteps are chasing the stars. He's got the moves and the pasta charm, a gladiator's heart with a wrestler's arm. Through the ropes of life, the stories climb. Franco's walking and it's prime time. Walking with Franco, stories unfold. Wrestling hearts in a ring of gold. Walking with Franco, legends alive. Every step's a suplex in time.